What's up, guys? James here. So in this video, we're going to be reviewing FHA loans and some of the benefits of using FHA loans and some of the questions that a lot of our clients tend to ask us regarding about FHA loans and what you need to know about the programs and you know is it beneficial? Is it more beneficial than the conventional loan? Like, what's good about it? Is it worth it? Everything you need to know about pretty much FHA loan as much as you can. Okay, so who is eligible for using an FHA loan? So pretty much anybody, right, is eligible for an FHA loan. The most important thing is that you have to meet certain requirements for being approved, okay, with an FHA loan. Like, for example, according to like the FHA stand for Federal Housing Administration. So the minimum requirement for that is around 580, but a lot of lenders, local lenders, they prefer a minimum requirement of around 620, okay, just to be on the safe side. And then what FHA is that you just need about 2 years of employment history, a very good debt to income ratio, and then also around 3.5% down, okay? A lot of people ask us, hey, what's bad about FHA loan? Okay, couple things that you want to understand about FHA. FHA has a little bit a higher interest rate than most other loans, but it just required, the benefit of it is really just the lower credit score requirement. Okay, that's pretty much a really good benefit of the FHA program, is that you don't need a high credit score. Okay, is it difficult to acquire an FHA loan? So what are some of the things that you need, right? So of course you need 3.5% down. Your credit score must be around 580. That's the bare minimum, but a lot of lenders, of course, they require 620. And then your debt to income ratio is around 43 debt to income ratio. Okay, so you don't want to exceed 43% of your debt to income ratio. Okay, it's easier than a conventional. A lot of times seller, they don't prefer FHA loan is because the guideline for FHA loan is a little bit more strict, and there's just a little bit more things that the seller has to do in order for them to get the house appraised or pushed through FHA. And and a lot of times sellers, they want clients, or they want buyers that put a little bit more money into the loan, so then they feel like they can get assured. But having a really good real estate agents will be able to communicate how strong of a buyer you are, and if you're willing and able to close. Okay, so another question that we have is, what exactly is an FHA loan? Okay, an FHA loan is pretty much a government-backed loan. It's a loan that has that required very little credit score, and it just required very little down payment versus a conventional loan. Okay, if FHA loan worth it, it is worth it. It really depends on your financial goal and your financial need. What we normally recommend is get in where you can fit in. Get into a house immediately is better than paying rent, right? You can start building the equity. You can do a lot of like deductions on owning a property, like, for example, like interest deduction from your mortgage and all that fun stuff. But anyways, is it worth it? It's worth it to get into something immediately, and then after that, once you improve your credit score, then refinance it out into a regular conventional loan. One of the things that we don't like about the FHA is the fact that it has a higher mortgage insurance, because it's more riskier because you're putting less down. And the reason why it has a higher mortgage insurance is because your credit score is a little bit lower. Okay, so once you have a better credit score around 680 and up, refinance it to a conventional loan, reduce that private mortgage insurance, which will definitely help you guys out in terms of your monthly payment. Okay, what is the FHA loan limit for 2021? So depending on what county you are in the United States, different county has different limit, right? So the maximum amount currently is around 420 in just basic area. Okay, you can go into pretty much any site. You can type in FHA limit in California in this area, right? Because it goes by county to county. So for example, in the Fresno County, the limit for 2022 is $420,680. Okay, and it ranges, right? So if you're buying a single family home, that's the range, and then if you're buying a multifamily up to 4 unit, all the way up to 970,000. Okay, so it's pretty nice and unique. But if you can see here, since 2021 to 2022, it increased by roughly around $70,000. Okay, that's a pretty high increase in amount. So what we're seeing here that is the market is going to continue to go up. Okay, based on the limit on what you can use to borrow for FHA. Is FHA for first time home buyer only? No, FHA is not for first time home buyer only. You can use it. You just got to meet the certain qualification. Is conventional better than FHA? I would say yes, it is better, but it really depends on your needs, right? And what you need in life. Like for example, like if you can't go like there's a lot of reason why seller prefer conventional lender or borrower buyer versus the FHA, but it really depends on your need. Like if you can't do conventional, do FHA. It's really good. Okay, it's still pretty good. Are closing costs higher for FHA loan? Typically, closing for FHA, they're the same, but there is an FHA fee, right? Which is tacked on into your mortgage. So, and that's another reason why we recommend client to go conventional is because of the fee, which is the upfront fee. Okay, normally it's about 1.75% of the loan amount. So if you're borrowing like 400,000, you're looking at 1.75% of that tacked on into your mortgage. So what that means is that you're adding about like $8,000, $7,000, $7,000 to $6,000 on top of your loan. Okay, $7,000 on top of your loan. So it's an upfront fee. Okay, just to reduce the risk for the government. How do I apply for an FHA loan? Okay, of course, talk to your lender. Ask them about this. Talk to your real estate agents. They will advise you on which route to take based on your financial situation. So it's very important. Okay, what is a good credit score for an FHA loan? Of course, we already go through that. A lot of lender, they required about a 620, but the minimum is 580. Okay. Is an FHA loan fixed, right? Yes, it is fixed. It's not variable mortgage, so whatever interest rate it is, it stays at that interest rate until you refinance. Okay. How can I avoid paying closing costs? So there's a lot of different programs out there, but one of the things is that, again, meet with your real estate agents, go through your finances, and make sure to be honest with them, and so then they can help guide you in the right direction. All right, because buying a home is a long-term game. It's not a short-term thing. Okay, there's a lot of expenses. There's a lot of unknown things that you need to know about being a homeowner, and just very good with budgeting, finance, and all that stuff. So it's something that you shouldn't be taking lightly. It's a commitment. It's a location commitment. It's a financial commitment. It's a really good tool to build wealth, and also to for you to have a place to live without always moving around and stressing about where rent going up and all that fun stuff. So anyways, that's pretty much it about FHA and why it's important, and some of the requirement and some of the pros and cons of FHA. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our contact information is down below, and also what we do here is just drop a comment of your questions, and we can help try to answer that as soon as we can. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace and love, And yeah, we'll connect with you guys in other ways.